That looks a lot better.
It does. Hi! Here, hand me that, please. I'm actually going to chug that here in a second. Hi, guys. Welcome to Way to Sun. I hope everybody is able to join me, or several people are able to join. Ooh, you almost caught my toe.
So we're using a Dollar Tree item
Hi.
on the camera right now. It's a wide angle lens. So what do you guys think? This versus that.
Ooh.
There we go.
I like that. I like
So
that.
is that one too
Now,
distorted?
The only thing that I will
Hey,
say
Jay,
about
how
it
you
is
doing?
you can see that it's curved. It's
Well,
gonna
yeah.
be curved, but other
Is
than
it-
that,
Yeah. So is the fisheye thing going to be too annoying? Let us know. Hi,
Hey, how you
Angelina.
doing,
Hey, oh
Angie?
yeah, it's Saturday. I'm like, aren't you at work? But no, it's Saturday. Hi.
anybody else see me?
I heard her. What did she do?
She was coming from the living room to the kitchen, and her balls went.
Oh, baby girl. It's a floor. You've walked on it before.
Hi.
Hi. It says we have 3 people. Who else is here?
Sorry,
So
B,
we're
I didn't
gonna
mean
give
to laugh
a-
at you.
Here, baby, we'll sit that back up there.
That was too funny.
We're going to give a few minutes for some people to join. While I'm thinking of it, one of my subscribers and dear friends, who has become a very dear friend, yeah, let's not talk about sleep right now. I haven't had any yet, really. One of my dear friends here on YouTube, her name is Carol, lost a family member this past week, and she is not having a very good time with it, understandably so. So, Carol, when you watch this, or if you watch this, please know that my arms are around you and I love you. And if you need to talk, just give me a buzz. You know how to get a hold of me. I will gladly listen. So it says we've got 6 people on. Who else has come by? Thank you, Angelina. That's very sweet.
Dang, that was quick.
So I have had about an hour and a half of sleep. So if I seem a little loopy-stoopy, it's because I'm living on caffeine at this moment. It is crazy. Thank you, Jay. That's very kind. Thank you. Yeah, I felt bad because the day that it happened was the day I was really, really sick. It was Thursday. And I was so sick that I really wasn't on social media at all. And so I didn't even see it or hear about it until the next day. I just felt horrible. I felt horrible. Sorry, John. Actually called on the I tried to turn. I just can't.
My hair went.
No, I'll go this way next time. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Angie wants caffeine.
Oh, dude.
I feel so bad. I had 2 in the freezer.
Oh, the Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes, and I was gonna bring them, and I had 2 in the freezer, and I was like, yes, don't forget it. I know she's gonna need it.
You'll have iced coffee tomorrow. That's my last one. The one that I'm drinking is the last one.
Yeah,
I
our
have.
class is tomorrow, so I'll bring it tomorrow for.
Oh gosh, I'll get it tomorrow for sure. All right.
I'll take it out of the
So,
freezer.
hi everybody that's here. It says I have 7 people. Nice to see everybody. So glad everybody's here. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes because I said I wasn't going to start till 1. And we came on a little bit early. We like to test things out. Hubby has a little miracle camera that I don't know why we didn't think of this 3 weeks ago or even 4 weeks ago.
So, long time ago, I've had this one for a couple years. It's like a wide angle fisheye lens
By the Dollar
that I got at the Dollar Tree.
Hi, Michelle.
And I did a couple videos of it with it when I was using the Bloggy.
Oh yeah.
When I had the Bloggy,
that little Bloggy camera that he used for over a year.
Yeah, so I was. That's how I used to run my YouTube channels, off of that little Bloggy.
Is that the one that you gave to Michael that he had?
No, the one the Bloggy broke.
The Bloggy looked like a little cell phone. Actually, it was really a cool little camera.
Oh,
I dropped it like 3 or 4 times.
It was like a $300 camera, $289 camera that I bought when I was in school at Ivy Tech, and they had it on clearance for like $24 one week. Yeah. And a girlfriend of mine came back from being in the bookstore, and she's like, "Look what I just bought." And I'm like, "Well, that's just cool." So I ran, hot-footed my booty down there and got one myself.
I would have too.
And then it sat in a box. I'm not kidding you. It sat in one of my cubbies for 2 years or more.
At least.
And then he broke our video camera. He dropped it for the 30th time.
I dropped it in the reservoir.
And it finally bit the dust. And he, we're kind of in a panic because that was the only camera we had. And I said, well, hun, hold on. Because I had just cleaned out those cubbies like 3 days before that. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. This little bloggy, I don't know how good it's going to be, but you're more than welcome, to use it.
My face looks fatter.
Hello, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. Oh, I said hi to her.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're making me repeat myself. Okay, so I said on Tuesday's live at Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, I'm having trouble talking today, so if I say things a little slower, it's because I literally have to focus on every word. I told you guys we were going to do a Dollar Tree haul on my next live. Now, like I said, Thursday I had to cancel. Super duper sick, guys. I couldn't talk at all. I'm excellent timing on that question, Michelle. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I can hear it. I'm still raspy and I am hanging in there. Hold on. And the more I talk, the more I cough.
Hey, how you doing, Dallas?
Hi, Dallas. Thanks for coming on. But I did say on that live that we were going to do a Dollar Tree haul. This is a Dollar Tree haul with a twist. Now, the bags are hanging right here and behind me.
Oh, that was your mouth? That was weird. I was like, what was that? Because he didn't have anything in his hand.
And these two are going to cover their eyes and not look. Your other eyes.
Oh.
No, your other eyes. No, your other eye. There you go. Distract me that way. I can't do that. And I'm going to show you guys the item.
Jay says
with
DT with a twist.
Yes. I'm going to show you guys the item. And then you have to describe it to them without using the words that are the actual item. So let's say I show you a plunger. You can't say plunge or plunger, okay? You have to say used for toilets unclogging, so you have to try to make them guess. I didn't bring out a tally sheet, so we're going to have to I'm going to leave it up to you guys to keep score for me, who gets them right the quickest. But we just thought it would be fun. And a good way to get you guys more interactive into the Dollar Tree haul. I think it's, it's fun when we interact versus just us showing you stuff and talking about it. Do you guys think that's going to be fun, or do you think it's a really, really lame idea?
Really, really lame idea. I mean, great idea. Let's go.
I sat out there in a freaking bush for you Tuesday
You did.
night. So
you did.
need to just.
I think that's what made you
go
sick
with the
is
flow.
the outside.
Thank you.
Oh, now come
She's
on.
allergic to it.
I have said this for years. Oh, thank you, Jay. Thank you. All right. So we're going to get this going. All right, you two look away.
Oh, that's really good.
No, you got to cover your eyes. Cover your eyes, Bentley, your other eyes. All right, guys. And you can't say what's on the title of this package. Okay? All right, go.
I didn't because I had my eyes closed. Okay.
So you guys make sure.
So you guys have to describe it to us.
It was the item, not me. So it's, kind of describe. You put it on the thing. Okay.
Is it one of those little screen toppers?
Screen topper?
You're put close. On top.
It's a placemat.
No, but you're both close. Somebody, Jay.
Yeah, tablecloth.
It is a tablecloth.
Hey!
Jay is one of the worst, though. Jay, you're not supposed to see the difference. You can't use that one.
Oh, yeah, he did say table.
But that's okay. That's okay. Whoa.
Grandma.
I don't know what's going on in my bedroom right now, but boy. All right.
It goes over the whole rectangle thing.
Angelina, that's awesome. All right, so somebody, hey, easy with the table, dude. Somebody keeps score. That means Richard has one. Trying not to say
table.
Right. See, that was the whole. All right, here we go. One more, Bentley. Close your eyes. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, this one ought to be fun to describe. You can't use the words that are on the packaging. Okay, go.
Oh, my eyeball's going to get adjusted.
You guys are like,
hang on.
Whoa.
I really can't see anything.
Okay, we don't need to press that hard on your eyelids there, Linda Lou. Angelina, I love you. Try not to say table. Oh, you
Angie didn't see it. A planner.
Stickers.
Nope. Not stickers.
Calendar.
Nope.
Used for DIY.
Tape.
Jalinda's
Washi tape.
Yep, Jalinda got it. It is washi tape.
Those are cute. I like the
know,
middle
right?
one.
I love that it's a 3-pack too. They don't do that very often. So show that better because Angelina didn't get to see it.
Trying to get it to where the glare.
Yeah, the glare kind of got everybody last time.
There
That's
we
the
go.
bad thing about me being behind everybody. You can just set that on the table.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna try not to close my eyes whole.
So they're 1 for 1, right? Jay, I agree. I love that gold
What?
polka dot in the middle. I thought it was pretty. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
here we go with the next one. Close your eyes. Bentley. Little shit doll. All right, guys.
I'm not
Trust you
looking.
now. Okay, go.
Pretty. Michelle.
I'm only with the dollar. He only got me at the Dollar Tree. Really? Julia's just like, oh no. I love we all go like this to see what you guys put.
Had earplugs. Earphones.
Good job. You have earphones because my earphones bit the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one's down. Okay, is this fun or you guys just like over it?
Put near your lobes.
Put near your nose. You gotta type fast, guys. Out of curiosity, who's on a tablet, who's on a phone, and who's on a laptop? What device are you using to do this? Because that will make a difference in how fast you can type, especially a tablet. Tablets are horrible to type on. And Jeff,
Phones are quick.
Jay, cool. Okay, phones are quick. Phones are good.
Yeah, if you know how to type all that stuff.
Yeah, Billy can't type on a phone. It's hilarious to watch him trying to text somebody. Oh my gosh. You know the cartoons where there's B. You guys see B? The commercials where you see the old guy like this.
Michelle can't see the items.
Okay, I will try to hold him there a little bit longer.
Go.
And make it for you so you can see it. All right, close your eyes.
Violet, what is it? Look, Violet. Look, Violet.
There you go. I
What is
think
it?
that's a pretty good view of it. Yeah.
Oh, Violet told me.
Violet told me. All right, go.
Balloons.
No.
You lied.
Tastes sweet. Chocolate.
It's not chocolate.
Strawberry.
Twizzlers?
Nope.
Hard candy.
It's not hard candy. I do love them. Sky Cops?
Starburst.
How'd you get that?
Pink squares.
Oh, I didn't see pink squares. Who said pink
Fruity
squares?
squares pink.
Ah, nice. So who's been keeping score? Are they 2 and 2?
Yeah, it's 2 and
I
2.
think it's 2 and 2, right?
Hold on, B.
Your timing is like not good. Hold on, Hubby's got to go let them go.
Sorry, I turned around because I kind of assumed I was going to be right. I guess I
Who
should
let
have
the
said
dogs
that.
out?
the question's been answered.
Who let
Me.
the dogs out? Richard. Oh my God, my throat is so not okay. Yes, thank you, Jay. Keep it up, dude. Oh my gosh, this talking thing is killing me, y'all. It's killing
She's
me.
got those and I'm eating these.
Bleh, bleh, bleh,
Spicy.
bleh. Oh, my hair.
I'm
It's on my
hungry.
nerves. The board is still here. It's been here for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Did Rella just run out?
No, she's right there.
Go.
Oh, okay. All I knew is I saw her going that way, and then I realized I couldn't see her.
Oh, I want a donut.
Ooh, what kind of donut, Jay?
Krispy Kreme.
No, I mean, like, is it chocolate Bavarian filled? Ah, that's her favorite.
Oh, I wouldn't say they're my favorite, but if I want something
Yeah.
spicy, they're pretty good.
This is water with a flavor packet in it, by the way, not a McDonald's drink, just for the record.
I'm drinking.
I got nectar in mine. Oh, the cat's chasing the moth.
Dude, my cat. She's so spaz. All right. Here we go. Here we go.
This is really hard when I got glasses on.
All right. And
I heard it.
I heard it. It's something I got.
Can I guess?
okay, go.
Plate.
Damn, I tried to make it quiet too. Sorry.
Was it a plate?
It's plates. It's your
What is
Vader
it?
plates. So
Dark Force.
I
I know them plastic plates
I
everywhere.
know, right? I tried to keep them quiet because I knew that sound was going to give it away too. So if you guys saw the haul a week ago, a little over a week ago, You know that we got 2 of these, and I decided we had to have 4, so now we have 4 of my Mickey and 4 of his Darth. And when we move to Florida, these will pretty much be the only plates we have. We'll have a couple of funky plates for the microwave, but you can just leave those on the table.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay. Ooh, this one will be fun to hear them to figure out. All right. Eyeballs closed. Oh, Jay, they're so cool. All right, here we go. I am showing the camera. I think for them to describe. Okay, go.
Okay.
Only one of our Dollar Trees got those plates, by the way. It wasn't both
Round.
Round.
Tape.
Nope.
The ball.
Nope.
Plate.
Nope.
The plate.
A spoon.
No.
Small and round.
Ooh, those
Crafty balls.
Good. Have you got it?
Hey!
Aren't those pretty? They're out with the fall decor right now. I think they're Christmassy. See, Jolinda's like, what?
Add some green in there?
No, just like that, because that's my colors. Red and gold. There we go. That was a good one. You got that a lot quicker than I thought you would.
Well,
look at the little bitty one.
You know what I buy. But she does too.
Yeah, I don't know. The only thing I could think of that.
I don't know why I can hand them back to you.
I don't know either. I don't know. Thanks, Dallas.
3-3.
Ow. You just hit my ta-ta. Be careful with them there elbows, boy.
Oh, I just watched a movie last night called The Assignment. And if anyone is interested in what Michelle Rodriguez looks like without clothes on, go check that movie
Isn't
out.
that stuff on your channel?
What?
Perv?
I'm just saying.
Oh. All right. You ready for the next one?
I was interested.
Close your eyes. You know, they could see it better if you wouldn't bounce the table around.
Wrinkle it.
I did.
No.
I'm shaking it right now. Go.
Bells. Bells.
Not bells.
Stickers.
No. This one will be interesting. Michelle, could you see it? Autumn. Ooh, that's a good.
Oh, it's a
It's one of those
pumpkin
car
or something,
things.
and it's got like a
It's not a
fall.
car.
It's got a fall
It's a
saying
pumpkin.
on it.
It's a pumpkin thing with the little round. It's got the pumpkin on the outside, the pumpkin on the inside. Not that, but it's a decorating pumpkin thing.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I wasn't even close, but okay.
Oh. They are pumpkins, though.
That's not. Yeah, that's not what I was thinking of.
I'd say I'd give it to both of us because we both said decorated pumpkin.
This is true. They did. Words.
Words.
Michelle.
They got words.
Those are cute. I like the black one more.
I can't decide if I'm gonna
because that
DIY
one's already
these
getting dirty.
Yeah, I can't decide if I'm gonna DIY those or keep them as they are. We shall see. Okay. Are we ready for another one?
One more.
We're
One
gonna
more.
go through this quick.
One more.
All right,
ready?
One more for now. Then we'll quit for a little bit. All right. I'm gonna show it. Everybody's eyes closed. Hold on, guys, because it's got a glare on it, so I'm trying to
get a nose hole.
trying to do it without Bentley.
You never said we couldn't touch.
Cheater. Thanks
Whatever.
to yourself. Okay, go.
Okay.
Michelle, I like your clues. Words.
It's a
Calendar.
calendar.
You guys are so good at this. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Isn't that pretty? But I'm going to pull it apart because I bought it for
The picture.
the pictures.
I like this one.
I have a plan. You can have that
Ooh,
one.
this one. Ooh, that one. Oh,
Ooh,
No.
I like them all, she said.
Yeah, she's like trying to take all my stuff.
No,
together.
I like the
You like the arrows.
and the
Some
work
really-
that it always does.
Those are some
with
really good clues right there.
paper.
Year, paper.
Right
Yeah.
appointments on
Fiddlesticks.
it. Ooh, next year our anniversary, our 5 years would be on a Wednesday.
Right in the middle of the week.
That means this year's on a Tuesday.
Right in the middle of the week. I don't know. Lack of
really
sleep.
cute.
That's all I got. I had lack of sleep. Would you stop handing it to me, you Dorcas?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Continue on, man.
Oh, yeah? I haven't even looked at next year's calendar. I'm too busy trying to build this year's calendar.
I don't worry about it.
There's a whole set of other bags on this side.
I still have no idea what today is.
It's
Saturday.
Oh,
I told you that like 3 times now, by the way.
no.
Just because I've got class later, that's the only reason I know.
That means today's his last day of work, and then he's got 2 days off.
Yeah, this is Michael's Friday. All right, do we want to do another one?
I'm done.
You're done.
I like Halloween too.
Ooh, tell them what you're planning on doing this year, girlfriend. We should gotta get her mouth empty.
Me and Michael are having a Halloween party at our. Sorry, I haven't eaten it all today, so I'm munching. Anyway, me and Michael are having a Halloween party at our apartment this year, and we're having my family, his family, some of our friends.
Michelle, that's what ours is too. It's all sinuses and head.
And we're
What?
having, me and Michael are making a whole bunch of treats and stuff for the party. We're having alcohol.
Richard.
We're doing punch and stuff. We're doing games. We're having a whole bunch of stuff. If you want a video on that,
So do you want Angelina to come? She's an in-towner. She is a cousin.
Yeah. You can come if you want to.
You can call me Flower if you want to. All right, so Jalinda, do you want to keep trying to guess? That wasn't very convincing.
Oh, we're making 3 different types of cupcakes.
Thank you.
And I'm really excited. I think the one that I'm most excited to make is a vampire cupcake. And it's going to be
a vampire. I'm going to eat you.
The base is going to be a red velvet cake. And then we're going to take out a little bit of the middle and put in raspberry jam. And then put that little top back on there.
And then strawberry because it'll look more like blood.
The thing said raspberry.
I don't care. You can change things. You don't have to follow it exactly.
Well, I was thinking about going and picking the one that was the reddest.
It's a good idea.
And then, so whatever one's the reddest. And then you put the little cupcake back in there, and then you put white icing on top. And then you put 2 little holes with the jam coming out of it, like little vampire bites. And then we're doing a Frankenstein and a mummy. But mummies are normally, well, I would think they would be dirty and not white if we were thinking realistic. So we're going to make like a mummy thing, and then we're going to put brown sugar on the top of it to make it look dirty.
So. I think she's thought about this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, she says she's got
my favorite.
She's got 3 more items.
3 more items.
We're going to go ahead and do the 3 items.
I
Ready?
think he can muscle through. Can you muscle through, babe?
I don't have very many muscles.
Can you man up through it?
I'm not very manly, but we'll try.
Can you look up through it?
Let's go.
She's like, I don't know.
Would you come over and help me?
Well, Michael and Jalinda, we're talking about starting a YouTube channel, but they haven't yet. That'd probably be a good way to start it, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
I know, but I don't have any like.
You have a phone?
Yeah, I do. That phone's so crappy though.
I used a Bloggy for a year.
Over a year.
You would watch? I don't know.
How many would watch Michael and Jalinda set up and prep for this Halloween party? And watch their channel if they started one? Just out of curiosity. And so, Jay says he would watch. Oh, that'll be so cute.
You guys come over because we're having a Halloween party. And me and Michael are getting stuff for kids. So they got like a little gift bag and stuff, and then they can have all the treats that we're doing. We're having like an apple bobbing contest and stuff. So if you want to come, just message her, and then she can give you my address so you guys can come. We don't know the date.
They live at. Just kidding.
We don't know the date of the party yet because I'm getting ready to get a new job.
It's gonna be at 6 p.m. on.
She said yes. Just send me the details. Awesome. Cool. Yay.
I'll send her the deets. Was that funny, Jay? Okay, she saw this. We're gonna see if you guys can get Richard to guess this item. So close your eyes, babe.
Cough drops.
Yeah, they're on the headboard actually. And go. And go. And go. It's gonna be hard to do that one.
Van Gogh.
How do you?
Excuse me. You put them on the wall.
Sticky. Oh, yeah, it's those the wall sticker things that you
Not
get.
wall, but
Well, yeah, it's
the posters.
Yeah,
yeah. And I bought two.
The first thing kids learn in preschool.
Ooh, good one. Because you know,
unless you're
how to share. How to share.
Our kids are gonna know before they go to preschool.
Richard says how to share. Actually, I think the first thing they learn in preschool is how to lie.
Yeah, how to lie.
Angelina, am I right? Angie, what age group do you have? What is that place used to be called? Children's Discovery Center. I worked there when it was called Children's Discovery Center. You know, learn to share, right? I know.
Yeah.
All right, next item. Ready?
Oh yeah.
You're gonna get that stuff in your eyes. I'm gonna crack up.
Me?
Oops, I saw it.
Smack you. All right, Lou, you gotta try to figure out what it is because Bentley.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Bentley opened his eyes on purpose.
I got it stuck in my tooth.
Ooh, I hate that.
I didn't know that.
And she's the assistant director now. She's in the office.
Ooh.
Congrats.
So if somebody
awesome.
doesn't have a problem with their kid, they get to come talk to you. That's scary.
When I was there, the director's name was Kelly, and she got fired for.
Oh, is that a guess right there?
That's
tissues.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't realizing that was.
She got fired because she was busted hitting one of the kids in the head.
Who?
Her name was Kelly. I don't remember her last name.
I looked.
I'm just gonna show the last item. It's all right because
a container.
It's a
container. I win.
I love these. I love them. They're like so handy. I love them.
I'd paint it.
No, I like the clearness. Just leave it. Why?
It's bothering me.
Oh, my Lanta. What do you want me to do with it?
Bothering me.
Put it back in the bags that they came in.
It's bothering me. Too much stuff in my space.
There. Are you happy now?
No, it's bothering me. They're too far away. I need them closer.
You got the Bebe kid. I had the Bebe kids. They always brought me the Bebe kids. Every day. You've never seen Bebe's Kids?
No.
Okay, YouTube Bebe's Kids.
It's a ridiculous cartoon.
It was a cartoon about these little brats.
Oh.
Every daycare I've ever worked at, they always brought me the Bebe Kids. Always.
Why? Because you were the best?
I always got kids to listen. I don't know why. I've always been able to get kids to listen. It's ridiculous.
I get him to listen too.
The last daycare I worked at, there was this little boy. His name was Isaac, and Isaac had a very troubled life. He had a mom who had a lot of issues, a mom who didn't want to be a mom, which you know is never a good thing. And then his grandparents were doing most of his child care, child rearing, and both of them wanted nothing more than to just have him out of their face. And it was very obvious that's what they wanted. So he was very defiant, not because, you know, he was just being a brat, but because he literally felt lost. And other teachers would just get so upset with him. I was in the 2-year-old room at the time. And he brought, more and more.
Yeah, that
more
is,
and
yes.
more and more. And
I found that
Jay, it was horrible. They brought him to me one day. His mom had brought him in. He had a dentist appointment that morning.
Now you sound like me.
I told you, no sleep. It's not going to be good. And they brought him to me with a note from the doctor. And on the doctor, it plainly said, he needs to go home and be monitored. He cannot go to daycare. And guess where he was? In daycare. This poor baby was a mess. He was screaming. He was yelling. He was kicking. He was biting. They brought him to me, and something I always had to do with him, and I hated having to do it. It looked rough, but I promise you I was not being rough. I was being firm, but I was not being rough. I would have to hold him by both arms and get directly in his face and be like, Isaac, you can't act this way if you want me to help you. And I would have to hold him like this for like 30, 40 seconds. And then he would realize, okay, it's Michelle. That's not going to work with her. I've got to find another way to work. He was 4 years old, guys, and this was the stuff I was having to do with a 4-year-old, not a 14-year-old. You know, I expect that drama out of a 14-year-old, not a 4-year-old. And this poor kid, bless his heart, he ended up getting taken away by the state from his family entirely. And one of the reasons he was removed from his family was that his grandpa took him to his mom's house and said, I can't deal with him today. You're going to have to. The neighbor found him outside by himself, 4 years old, mind you. It's 32 degrees outside with a wind chill of like 5 or 10. It was so cold that day. He was barefoot outside when the police got there. And so they finally just took him away. But it was just, I never knew what happened to him. He's always one of them. I've always been like, what happened to him?
He's probably in prison right now.
Angelina, you think so? You would think so, right? This director and I butted heads for 3.5 years.
Well, they didn't have to deal with him. They just wanted the money.
Yeah, she just brought him to me. She was the one that brought him to me, not the other teachers. She did it. The director did this.
Yeah, the whole grandparents raising kids is big now.
That's because kids are having kids.
And well, yeah, I came into contact with that sort of thing when I worked at Kinsey.
Yeah,
juvie jail. And yeah, most of the kids that were there
were
being raised by their grandparents. Most all of them.
That was one of Richard's my biggest fears.
Yeah, we thought there for a while we were gonna be raising some grandkids too.
And let me tell you, as a grandparent, that's a terrifying prospect. Completely terrifying. And for the record, it took all 4 of us living in this house at that time. 4 of the 5 of us living in this house to deal with those kids.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, Ange.
My dad was
the
16 when he had me.
I'm telling you, Angie, I have seen it so many times. I did childcare from the time I was 12 years old till I was 45 years old, I think.
How old are you?
43 years old. I was 43 years old. I did it for a long time. I was either 45 or 43. And the last time that I left childcare, especially working at somebody else's facility, I said I could never do it again, and I haven't done it yet. Thank God.
I tell you what, I couldn't even imagine having a kid at 18. I had my first kid at 23, and I was still too stupid to have a kid. I'm telling you.
The problem is, Angie, most people don't grow up when they have the kids anymore. They're not forced to. They're not made to. Our society has made it so easy for people to just be like, somebody else will take care of them. And it's like the norm now, and it's sad. It's sad for these kids. It's sad for the babies. Yeah, you are truly an exception to the rule. And I gotta say, you've done amazing too, because you have 3 now, right? You got 3 boys.
I applaud you because I applaud you. There's no way at 18 I could have raised a kid. I mean,
Dad was 16.
I wasn't even good at it at 23.
No. Yeah, see, and I did childcare from the time I was 12. Well, I've always loved babies, and I've always been the one to be able to take care of the babies. Even at 24, 25, I didn't think I was ready to have kids. The only reason we had kids when we did is because he kept saying he was done. Wow. Boy, but you spaced yours pretty good. We were stupid, 19 months apart, not smart.
You're still a baby.
You're still young, girl. Which is good, because when you have your grandbabies here in about another 15, 20 years, hopefully 20 years, you're going to be a young grandma, and you can really have fun with them that way.
I'll trade you.
Hi, Sharon. Excuse the voice. This is why I couldn't do anything on Thursday. I had no voice on Thursday. It was bad.
Me and Michael are planning on waiting another 2 years.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Even at 20, what was I, 28 and 29 when I had the boys, I still was not ready.
She's done.
Oh, I don't blame you. 3 boys. Mm-mm. Hold the phone. Stop the presses. It's time to be done. Boys are fun. I will never in a million. I've always wanted girls growing up. I never understood people that liked having boys. But then when I had my boys, I'm like, oh, I get it. They're so much easier.
I'll tell you what, Sharon, being a grandparent is so much fun. Oh my God, I love being a papaw. I tell you what, it is the greatest thing freaking ever. I remember when I was younger, before I had grandkids, and people would tell me how awesome grandkids were, and I'm like, oh, come on, it can't be that great. It can't be any better. Oh, it's the best. I tell you what, I have so much fun with my grandkids. So much fun. And they think I'm cool. It's
fun because stuff that they did, like if our kids had done it, we'd be like, stop doing that. But when they do it, you're like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, when most of the time when the grandkids do something that I would have never let my kids get away with,
most of the time,
it doesn't bother me now.
There's still a few things I'm like, like don't stick your finger in my eye socket. we don't allow that. But generally, and like their mom will be like, don't let them do that. Why are you doing that? Stop touching them. I'm like, dude, it's
let them have fun.
My cat's making all kinds of ruckus back there.
Yeah, I tell you what, I love being a papaw. Love it.
It's fun. It's fun. I'm excited to see. I love Seth and Spencer and Emily. You can ask Richard. I have cried many tears over and with and for these kids. I love them to pieces. I am curious to see, because Shanae is my stepdaughter and I didn't have any part of raising her. I didn't curious. Have any part of it. That wasn't your choice, though. Yeah. I mean, anyway, another story altogether.
They're blood, though.
Yes. I am curious to see if it'll be different when Michael and Jaden have kids. To see, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm just curious to see if it'll be different. I don't know how it could be, because I love Spencer and Seth and Emily like cray. Like, you can ask Richard. They're constantly on your mind, just like your own kids. You're constantly thinking about them. You're constantly, when you're out doing stuff, you're like, oh, Spencer would love this, or oh, Emily looks so cute in that, or Seth, oh my God, Seth, remember when Seth did, don't we do that like all the time?
We do it all the time, yeah.
So it's different. It's very different, but it's very
fun.
You
got another 2 years till I pop out.
I am fine.
I ain't having any right now.
That's a good thing. You guys are ready. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you.
He wants us to be in Tennessee before we have kids.
Which is smart, because you guys are wanting to relocate. Mm-hmm. So get all that done. Go travel.
Me and him were talking that we're gonna let me do my first part of school, which is the business, for 2 years, and then after that we'll move to Tennessee, and then I'll start culinary.
So anyway, there's that story for you. Hey, is this camera doing like okay? Are you guys like? Is it trippy looking? Yeah, Angelina, exactly. Have fun first. Yeah.
Yeah, because once you have kids.
See, here's the cool part for you, Angelina. When your kids are grown and gone, you guys will still be young enough to go do fun stuff. Like, I waited till I was almost 30 to have my kids. I screwed myself. You think it looks okay? Oh, thank you.
So I'll show you the difference again real quick.
Yeah.
So this is with the wide angle lens on it. And that's without it. So there is a big difference. And here it is. This.
Where did I go?
I know.
I just got this at the Dollar Tree, and I got a couple of them.
That's
there we go.
I was getting ready to spend like $35 on a camera for you, by the way. Like, you have to like program it into your stinking computer and all. And I was afraid of your computer having issues. Your computer's like. Yeah. His computer is moody.
So I played with it a little bit several years back when I used the Vloggy. I did a video or two with it.
So now I'm gonna have to do YouTube videos.
It really distorted the Vloggy camera, but it was kind of cool to see. So I think this does really well. Like so when we do videos or when we do lives on my channel, when we have everybody, it tends to be difficult to get everybody in. So I'll pull this back out and we'll use this during my live.
You'll actually be able to see Michael?
Yeah, even though he tries to hide.
This is for Michael to hide. Poor Michael. Bless his heart.
He's at work right now, for people wondering. I don't know if anybody was wondering, but he's at work.
Oh my gosh, you guys. So now what? Does anybody have any big plans the rest of this weekend? Almost like the middle of Saturday, but
he does. He does.
A little bit. Cat, what are you on? I want some of my cat's energy. Oh. Yeah, he works like midnights, right? I forget where he works though, Angelina. I'm sorry. I'm horrible. My memory is so horrible. No plans, right? Yeah, but after a week at work, don't you need a boring weekend?
He's a driver.
Yeah, I thought, yeah. Okay, so I used a different shampoo. My hair feels funky.
One of my
It's dry.
one of my jiu-jitsu students is
Ew.
is a
It's so wet,
semi-driver.
it feels like dried out.
I don't like it.
Let's stop touching it.
Stop touching it.
Stop touching me.
Stop touching. Stop touching me.
My
I'm
hair.
not touching you.
My hair is so weird.
What is it?
We've always
Bill
tried
Cosby.
so many shampoos. We've tried the expensive. We've tried everything in between.
That's good.
And the only thing my hair likes is the cheap stuff.
See,
It's got to be $1.
problem. I think that's my problem right now. I'm using Suave, and my hair's like, what the heck, lady? I think I'll have to deep condition it tomorrow. You know, the only day we don't have something going on anymore is Wednesday.
Wednesdays. Yep.
It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We have
Dojo.
Tuesday we have Your Life. Thursday we have My Life. That leaves Wednesday.
Wednesday is the only day
And
that
I'm trying to get myself in the routine of working on Etsy. Speaking of, does anybody know how to set up a free website? Because girl can't figure it out, and she's getting very frustrated. And I need a website to promote my Etsy channel.
I went to
Wait to Blaine, go check it out.
I went to webs.com and just did their little thing with my when I did my martial art website, and it's still running.
You need to update it then so we can get your
I updated it like a month or two ago.
ads on it and stuff.
I think I want my hair to grow out again.
Yeah.
Me too. I haven't deep conditioned my hair in years.
Horrible. So dry. It's like it's not even there.
Yeah.
What's the first thing I did when I met you, honey?
Rub my head.
Rub his head.
Yeah. What's the first thing you did when you met Boss Rutan?
Rub his head.
Rubbed his head.
Actually, the first thing I did was like, hi.
That's what you do when you see Mickey too.
I know. You go like this. And then I need to find those pictures I'm showing you guys. That would be funny. And then I'm like, I have a really weird question for you. And he goes, ooh, I like weird questions.
Mm.
And I'm like,
He's a goofball.
I love the ball. Ball certain is
He's a goofball.
And he's as goofy as I hoped he would be. And I love him to pieces. But I said, can I rub your bald head and him get a picture of it? And he's like, rub my what? And I said, your bald head.
Yeah, he leaned down like that.
Now, he didn't have to lean down very far.
He's a short guy. He's a small guy.
He's only about this much taller than me.
He's a small guy.
Oh my God. He goes, now we have to do a real picture. And we did the pose. It was so cute. Oh my God. I love those memories. Those are the best.
Kevin Randleman.
Oh, now I'm sad because I didn't know he had died. And then I just like found out like a couple of months ago. I'm like, what? What?
Rich Franklin. Oh, wait a minute. You didn't meet him. Yeah, well, Alan Belcher signed my card to you, so shush.
That's what you get. Instant karma. Yeah, well, Big John liked my question.
Yeah, whatever. I had dinner with Gene Roddenberry.
I shook Ronald Reagan's hand.
I had dinner with Gene Roddenberry.
Top that.
I had dinner with Gene Roddenberry.
I shook Ronald Reagan's hand. Top that.
I could have shook
You could have shaked.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's hand, but I didn't really care to.
Or Slice.
Well, yeah, Sylvester was. Yeah.
How short was Sylvester Stallone?
Dude, he's like that
He's like
tall.
This tall. He's so little.
He is so small. Sylvester Stallone
Guys,
literally
like,
didn't even come up to my shoulders.
Richard's like, there's Sylvester Stallone. I went, where?
Yeah, she literally went. I'm like, no, he's down there.
He's like, right there. I'm like, I can't see.
He was
He was 20 feet away from me, guys. I couldn't see him. He was shorter than the crowd around him. I couldn't see him.
And he was walking around in a crowd of thousands of people.
Nobody bothering him.
With nobody bugging him. And he was just walking around and nobody was pestering him at all.
You're looking at it, Angie. This is it. Jolinda and I are going to work on Disney plans here in a little bit when Heavy leaves for Dojo.
I'm teaching classes.
Yeah, bye, go, bye. I'm kidding.
I have class today for Aikido. And then tomorrow I have my jiu-jitsu.
Michael will be there tomorrow.
Yeah, I've
heard that about him too.
Most of the people I've met are fighters and people that
and fitness related because they're always we were always at that Arnold Classic over in
those are just the type of people I hang out with.
Columbus, Ohio, were they?
Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah. Yeah.
I met Randy Couture for just a few minutes.
If you, there's a really good website or not website, YouTube
Well, she's
channel.
gonna go to her cousin.
Besides you.
There's no besides me.
It's called
CSG. Oh, you talking about the
Disney Food Blog? They do more than just food, though.
Yeah, they do like all these tips and tricks.
And it's really, 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 really.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. Just kidding.
But they give you like stuff to not spend your snack credits on. And spend it on this instead. Well, I know you don't have to, but they try to like.
They tell you how to get the best bargain for your buck.
Yeah,
and they're really good at it.
Which, if you go, get the dining plan.
Oh, definitely get the dining plan, and get preferred rooms.
No, you don't have to.
Oh no.
Oh yes,
get preferred rooms and get the dining plan.
Preferred rooms is money that you don't need to spend.
If you don't get a preferred room, which was like
you're gonna be a half a mile to a mile away.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was at least a half a mile, literally.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it was, Lou. Yes, it was.
It didn't feel like it.
It was.
It did. Especially those nights when it was
raining. Well, let's just say I started chafing by the time we got from there to
the door.
See? if you don't mind walking from your hotel room to the front to get onto the bus, at least a half a mile.
We were literally
if you don't mind that,
2 sets of buildings.
Then don't get preferred rooms. You don't have to worry about preferred rooms.
We were in the last time we went, we were in the next to last row of buildings. Almost as far as you can get from the front, which is where all the buses are and the food.
Well, yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, exactly. See, get preferred rooms.
See, if it's just me and Michael, we don't have a problem walking because we know, but we don't have kids or anything with us either.
I don't have a problem walking, and Michelle doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I put.
But the little bit of extra money you spend,
hold on, Jay,
is so well worth it.
We tandem cough. It's getting kind of funny at night. Our plans right now are next 2020, September of 2020. Sorry, guys, my nose has started itching. Hubby started coughing.
The thought is we're going to be living in Orlando or near it before we go to Disney.
Yes, Richard and I. Oh, my hip.
We're planning on going in September of next year. Goodness.
And then when oh goodness, I hope you guys still can't hear that too well.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he used to cough in it. Well, I was doing it this morning. Anyway, yeah, we're tired of Indiana.
He's done. Fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine. It's just this thing that we're going through. It's like all head and sinus. Baby, go down towards that bathroom, please. Sorry, I just did it to you again. And
we're moving to Tennessee. Bye.
And so for years, I kept putting this off. Richard would have moved 20 years ago. Like the day we met, he would have moved back.
Oh, no, I would have never met Michael.
I would have never raised my children in certain parts of Florida. Now that the kids are 99.99% on their own, like Jaden is, sometimes I feel like we live with Jaden instead of him living with us. Yeah, I will not miss this cold. That's one of the big reasons I want to go. Honestly, my biggest fear about going right now is my parents. But right now they're doing good. Mom is in her normal state of pain, which sucks for her, but bless her heart. Honey, grab me one too, please. Dad is in his normal state of turd. He's on like this really weird, I hate to use this word, but it's the only way to describe it. He's on a decline of health. Now, what that means is with his post-polio syndrome, he's got some other issues popping up. There's other muscles in his body. No, my parents live here in Kokomo. That's one of the reasons I hesitate to move. Is because
yeah, but you got me and Michael and everything.
I don't want to.
And the Grands.
And the Grands.
I'm saying
he's saying the Grands is one of the reasons we don't want to move.
And I'm saying I got it.
But you're not us, honey. That's not the same.
I know, but
It's okay. So anyway, so his health, like his kidney isn't functioning properly. Kidneys aren't functioning properly. And so it's like stabilized right now, but it suddenly fell, like it dropped from what it was supposed to be doing to what it's doing now. So, I mean, but I can't change that. Being here isn't going to change that. My fear is something happens and I can't get home. I can't get back up here, I should say, to be with my parents if I need to be. But we've decided that's not a good enough reason to be here anymore. Yeah, I agree. And Michael and Jalinda are amazing this way. So, you know.
I don't have to worry about it because I'm not that close to my parents. I like my dad. I hang out with him. He's a cool guy. And I could care less about my mother.
I think you've got maybe 3 family members here that we would.
I haven't talked to my brother in years, so I don't think it wouldn't bother me to leave him. You know what? I haven't seen her. Honestly, I don't think I've actually seen her in a couple years.
I met her.
I haven't talked to her in maybe 3 or 4 years.
I don't blame you.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't talk to her either.
Thank you for censoring. We were actually in Meyer.
Beep, beep.
Yeah. Beep, 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 yeah. We were in Meyer a couple of months ago and saw her across the store. No, it was when you and I were at Walmart. Remember?
Yeah.
She looked right at me, looked right back to what she was doing. I thought she'd never even met me before.
Me and Michael went into Myers and we seen her, and he got like this. Normally when he sees her, he literally like spazzes out and like, nope, can't go in that area. You gotta turn around and go the other way. Well, for some reason, he was like, you want to meet her? And I'm like, that's up to you. I'm not going to make you talk to her. So I actually got to meet her. That's all I got.
Angie at Meyer or Walmart? You saw her at Meyer, I'm assuming. That's
where she works
at. Talking about, yeah. Which I will give her kudos for keeping that job for so long because we never thought she was going to last at that.
So when
yeah, but she doesn't deal with people.
When I was growing up, she never worked.
Last time we were there.
Yeah, she never worked. Well, they got rid of greeters. Now she works in grocery.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
But
thank you.
Yeah, we're
excited. We started purging. Excited. It's funny because he didn't realize how serious I was until last week or week before. During his live, I said the move comes before the next Disney trip. And I think that was his like aha moment.
Yeah, she probably doesn't know who you are, Angie.
Yeah, Jalinda was telling you guys she didn't even recognize Michael.
No, she didn't. It took her literally a minute and a half, not kidding, to look at Michael like up and down to figure out who he was.
And for the record, Richard and I never kept our kids from her. It was their choice whether or not they went to see her.
Yeah, she blames.
Was so mean that
she blames. Yeah, she blames me, saying that I try to keep my kids away from her, but I never kept any of my kids away from her.
She blames me for 90%.
She just is so mean and haggish that she pushed them away, and she doesn't want to admit it.
She does know who she is.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's sad that she's done that to her life, but she did it. I mean, she created that scenario.
Yeah, he worked in the meat department for a while. He's working at Chrysler now.
I think he's at Chrysler now, yeah.
He's at Chrysler now.
Michael finally got to meet my mom.
You guys are bumping that table something crazy. It's funny.
I'm not doing it.
It was me, sorry.
We're taking turns.
You're fired. See, I can do it too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Most certainly.
Yeah, we both will be continuing our YouTube channels. Now, mine being outdoors in backwoods and sort of thing, I'm hoping that wherever we go,
you'll get attacked by an alligator.
That would be cool. I beat its ass.
I can't wait to have to beat it.
I
have
hope-
to check outside before I let the dog out.
I hope there's still woods and everything close
Oh my
by
God,
me.
poor me. No.
But I'll figure something out. Now I still do, although I don't have a lot of people interested in martial arts on my channel. I originally started my channel as a martial arts channel, but it didn't go so well, so I switched over. So I probably won't go back to the martial
you kind of
art.
stepped away from martial arts a little bit, and you were doing more of the hiking and the woodsy stuff.
Yeah.
Now you're back into the martial arts side of it. So
I'm still gonna do
If
my
they
channel.
get
She's
the
still gonna do
dog,
her channel,
it's like a
so
little cat
it will get
too.
videoed.
it'd be hard to get my cat when she's not outside. I saw a story on YouTube here not too long ago. This lady came home and she went into her kitchen through her garage door and she set her bag down on the counter. She turned around to go back out to get more bags out of her car. The freaking big old gator at her door. She couldn't go back outside.
Oh, please step over him.
I'm like, I want this. I know, I'm weird. I love gators. It's one of the reasons I love Florida.
See, I'm gonna go to Tennessee because they don't have a bear bin for my garbage.
You can actually get in trouble for that. You're supposed to keep those. Oh, I'm not kidding. I would probably freak a little bit too. But
I
I'd be like-
probably would.
I'd be so excited. Yeah, right?
When I
be
go
so
down there, I'm
excited
gonna be like, you go outside first, and
this
then I'll
means
come.
I live in Florida. My aunt used to live with a canal that was like about 6 feet behind her house.
Hey, cat.
And they never had gators up in their lawn, but they had a gator in the canal one day. And they had a manatee in that canal one day too.
I've said
Yeah, I
alligators before. They had a little fishing pole, and you put the little meat cube on it, and then you let them get it.
There is plenty of fun stuff. I used to live in St. Petersburg for a couple of years. She used to live in Fort Lauderdale. Plenty of fun stuff. Yep.
My cat is tripping out, man. This is how she is all the time. This is how she is all the time. Ask Richard. She's like running laps around the house. Yeah. I lived in Fort Lauderdale from 93 to 94.
Oh, St. Pete Beach, yes.
Oh.
St. Pete Beach and oh, you know Uncle Joe used to live in Seminole.
Oh, I was saying Seminole.
I used to go over to his house. He would always have us have Dad and I do stuff for him. We'd always go over to his house.
Seminole.
Yeah,
Yes.
St. Pete Beach and Treasure Island's right there.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
what years?
I don't know. I don't know what year she was born. She's right there. Ask her. She was already said her age, so. So much time. Oh, yeah.
Treasure Island, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So I was gone by then. I lived there.
Yeah.
I lived there from 86 to 88.
You were there right before I was in Fort Lauderdale.
My poor cat. I miss my baby.
I just love Florida. I love the weather. I was actually watching Hurricane Matthew videos this morning. People that survived Hurricane Matthew around the Orlando area. So, yeah, I'm weird. And people keep saying, how can you want to go where there's hurricanes? We have tornadoes here. A hurricane, you have like a 3, 4, 5 day warning. A tornado, you have a 4-second warning. So
Get in the tub.
I'll take 5 days. Thank you. Yeah, it's
Florida is freaking awesome.
Just thinking about it, my mood improves by 100%. It's crazy.
Florida.
Well, now you'll have a place to come and stay, Missy Angie.
Florida could be, well, shouldn't say could be. I have 2 favorite states, and depending on my mood, depends on which one is first, which one is second. They're pretty much tied. Florida and North Carolina.
I've
never been to North Carolina.
I spent many years in North Carolina.
I like Tennessee. Plus, their color is orange, so it makes sense.
Geez. All right, pop quiz. What's Jolinda's favorite color? You be quiet.
Well, that's all.
I don't know, right? Charleston,
South Carolina.
I've never been on the Eastern Seaboard. That's one of the things I would love to go do.
Oh, I was in the Army, Fort Bragg, right near Fayetteville, but I actually lived in Spring Lake.
What you guys call it? Vietnam.
Vietnam.
That's because of all the hills and up and downs.
Yes,
and
Angie got it.
Yeah, I lived in Spring Lake,
Angie.
North Carolina, just right outside of Fort Bragg, up until I got on base and lived on post. So I lived there
See,
on post for a couple
whenever
years.
we go from Indiana to
You lived in Vietnam?
Kentucky, and as soon as we get to Tennessee, my eyeballs are like this. We're here.
Do you ever try Bonine, Angelina, for your motion sickness? Used to station in the yeah. Never been. Yes.
Oh, Spring Lake. Wow. So what year were you in Spring Lake? When were you in Spring Lake?
Cool.
Hi. What is he doing?
Hey, Michelle, are you still around? Who else did we have earlier?
What is he doing?
Who else still here? Yeah, do Bonine because it doesn't make you drowsy like the Dramamine does.
Sorry.
And it's one pill for like 14 or 16 hours. 2002.
I was there from 92 to 95. So have you ever been to a place called Raven Rock? I used to go to Raven Rock all the time.
Where were you in 99?
He was here in Indiana.
I was 99. I was here.
He was back in Pokemon. That's when Jaden was born.
Yeah, because that's how old I am.
96 is when he met me.
So I lived on Grog Street. I don't know if Grog, Grogg, yeah. I lived back there behind. It was in the back end of everything. Back then, it wasn't. You've heard of it. So yeah, we lived on Grog Street. It was
I'm gonna have to Google that.
Yeah, it was in the back end of Spring Lake area on the far end.
I did Google it when Shiloh lived there with Jerk Off. Remember?
Yeah.
We were at the library when I did it.
There were two really cool dojos in town. I don't remember the street name, but
because you know it's all about.
There was I don't know. The guy got his black belt. Yep. The guy got his black belt in Taekwondo, so he advertised Taekwondo, but it wasn't a Taekwondo school.
Oh, Taekwondo!
Pretty big, and then right across the street from that, he ran a martial art supply store, and then on the other end of that street, there was a ninjutsu school. So were any of those still there when you were there?
Oh, lightheaded. Sorry, guys. I hope you can hear him over my stupidity. I'm sorry. It was fun. Did you hear what I did? Because you know it's all about that dojo.
It is all about that dojo.
All about that dojo.
Hiya. That's cool. He thinks that they're still there.
Oh my god. Dude, my cat is killing me. Raleigh, though.
Raleigh, North Carolina. I never went to Raleigh. I did communicate with a dojo there though. I can't remember the name of it. What was it?
I bumped my
Three Rivers or Rivers Dojo or something like that.
Worse. Looks good.
I've always been into martial arts, so anywhere I go, I always mess around with the dojos.
You guys want to see my nails? I did my nails for my interview.
It's like, we gotta talk about something I know about.
I don't know if they can see it.
Linda's jealous because we're connecting.
I got asked if they were professionally done.
Hey, tell them your good news.
So I pretty much got the job. We're just waiting for my what's it called? Background check to come back, and then I should have the job if that comes back later. Which
Angie wants to know where.
I don't want to say. I'll have Michelle text you. I don't want to say it on here just in case I get
on live TV.
Sorry, I don't want to be
Jay.
rude or anything, but
oh, you gotta go. All right, we'll miss you, Jay. Actually, we're gonna end it here in another minute or so.
But I got the job. I will say it is a hotel, and it's
on the south end.
by the Heights.
We'll put it that way. It's on the south end.
Is that where that's?
Yeah.
It's not too far away from our house.
Okay, you guys live like in smack almost center of Kokomo, so.
Dude, we live in the best spot in town.
No, when we lived on Main Street, that was the best spot in town. Literally walked to everything.
Dude, we can. Last night, me and Michael went on a date night, and we walked to the little neighborhood, the housing edition, and we made it all the way to the Myers and went back home. We didn't go to Myers, but we made it to the Myers and went back home.
That's good.
And we took like an hour and a half walk.
That's awesome.
And we're doing that. We did that last night, the night before.
Yeah, Michael and Linda are trying to.
That's why I'm in this, so when we get home, I can.
Michael and Linda are trying to get a little bit of a healthier lifestyle going. I'm proud of them.
We don't really have. I say date night, but it wasn't really. It was just like a walk, and we got to communicate without our phones and stuff. So.
Hey, Angelina, if you need a babysitter one night, let us know. You and Mark can go do something.
I like kids.
Even if it's just to go sit in the park and drink a Coke together, I'm telling you. Richard and I went through a long time when we didn't do that stuff. Man, doing that was like an amazing thing for our relationship.
See us doing these walks. We don't have our phones or nothing. It's just us talking. And it's been great.
You guys need that, Angie. You guys need that time. Yeah, just don't try to call me like an hour ahead because that is like the quickest way to punk me off. I knew 2 weeks ago I had an appointment, but I'm going to call you 10 minutes before the flipping appointment and say, I need a ride. Well, too flipping bad because he just took off with the van and I don't do last minutes for you when you knew you had this 2 weeks ago. Okay, sorry. Pet peeve.
It wasn't me, just so you know.
Yeah, I am too. Well, you don't have kids, so why would you be calling me?
I called you and asked you to take me to mine.
Yeah, but you called me 3 days ahead. You didn't call me the 10 minutes before.
No, I called you the day before because we called 3 days ahead to hang out. But then I remembered that I had it that night before, and I called you, and you were okay with it.
No, it wasn't the night before.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. You called and reminded me the night before. You called me like the day before the day before.
Oh, okay.
No, you called me a couple days before.
There's a man in his undies.
Jaden, we have company. Yeah. I think you'd say that. Yeah.
Not the right man either. So.
I don't want to know what you give and don't give, but just saying. I love you. He's in his bathroom.
Okay, good.
Yeah, me too. It doesn't really give me anxiety. It gives me anger. Like, skip the anxiety, go straight to honked off. Like,
we don't really call you guys unless like how our tire was flat and
that's fine. You can't plan a flat tire, right? Like you can't. Oh, I'm gonna call Michelle and Richard at 7:30 p.m. on a Saturday night to say my tire's flat. Come help us, please. You know, you can't plan that. Oh, I have an appointment at 2 p.m. on the 3rd, and I'm gonna wait until 1:50 p.m. on the 3rd to call and say, I need a ride. Well, too bad. You should have thought about that on like the week before.
The funny thing is that she called me too, and I was with my family. I try to spend as much time with both sides of the family as possible because we don't live with them anymore. So I think it's really good to still like see them. Now, some days we'll be like, don't talk to us, we're having a day.
Yeah, and we get that way too. I mean, I get that way a lot, actually. We're not socialites.
You were that yesterday.
I did not feel good yesterday. I was still fighting this crap going on. I'm fighting it today, but like last night, it was weird. About, I don't know, 10:30, 11 last night, I had this crazy energy burst. And that's how I got my tiered shelf done.
Really cute.
What's that called? Tray. My tiered tray done. And if you haven't seen that, it's posted on my Instagram, which will be linked down below. It's linked in all my other videos, but
it's really cute.
I'm very proud of the way it turned out. There's a couple things on it I want to fix, and I learned a couple of lessons. So when I help this one do hers, which I think she wants one, yeah.
You're so warm.
I know, I'm like sweating back here. I'll be able to help her do hers easier. Thank you, Kaz. Yeah, they're not hard. And I did that all with Dollar Tree stuff. All the tray itself, I did with Dollar Tree stuff. The only thing I didn't buy at Dollar Tree to make that was the E6000 glue and the glue gun that has the glue in it. But the glue for the glue gun came from Dollar Tree.
I like your little coffee.
The little mug.
Yes,
Yeah, I got that at Hobby Lobby.
I know, it's so cute.
And the stuff that's on it is like half homemade and half bought. Ooh. And I'm making more stuff. Yeah. Now I just got to figure out where I want to put it. I think I want to put it on my baker's rack right there because that's the only place the cats don't get on. I was going to put it on my table, but the microwave's there on the table most of the time. And the cats are always up on the table. And I know my cat will freaking destroy whatever I put on there. Time to be what?
Crafty.
Angie, you have 3 little kids. I couldn't be crafty until like 4 years ago. And that was when we finally had, sorry guys, my nose. I am so sorry for wiping and scratching my nose on this. Yeah, on your table. I would love to have it on my table. I have a countertop over here that's a wreck right now. That's an understatement. It is a full-on wreck right now. But I think my baker's rack's going to be where it goes. But I couldn't do a whole lot of crafts or anything until about 4 years ago. And a lot of that was, working in school and still dealing with children at home, even though they were teenagers. So your time will come. And doing that tray, how long have I been working on that, Jalinda? A month at least, right?
Yeah, just getting stuff together though, but it literally took you a day to put it together.
No. I painted those trays like 2.5 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
And then I had to repaint them because some of the paint didn't stick very well, which I learned a great trick on another YouTube channel that I am so going to do with this girl. So I think we'll try to do a video when we do yours.
Okay.
And we can put it on your channel if you guys decide to start one if you want.
Okay. Or we can do both like how you and Richard do.
I don't like doing that. I'm so afraid YouTube's going to be like, sorry, you're double bucking those videos. We can't have you doing that. I don't know. I need to read through YouTube's rules and regs. But anyway, what you do is, first of all, you clean any of the metal that you have, any surface that you're going to paint with alcohol first to get any like debris and residue off of it. But then you put a thin layer of the matte finish Mod Podge on it and let that dry for 24 hours. Then you can paint it, and the paint sticks and doesn't come off.
Because of the Mod Podge.
It gives it something to stick to. Because, there's like spots on especially the big tray on the bottom that's like the paint came completely off. And it's funny because I spent all this time painting that, right? And getting it to look just the way I wanted to. And then I have to sandpaper off the piece in the middle where you glue everything down. Like,
you should start a segment DIY with Mickey, LOL.
I've tried that before. Sorry, my nose is itching. My throat's really starting to hurt. And he just went to his bedroom.
Oh.
I've tried that before. I might try it again. I don't know.
He's like a little ghost.
Yeah, he is. Jane's our ninja wandering through the house. I have a project I'm getting ready to work on that's part of the tiered tray display that I want. I might try to video for it. The problem is, number one, the setup in my bedroom is not conducive to videoing projects. It's too dark. It's too angular. It's just not good video quality, and I don't like it, and it drives me nuts when I post them because all I see is everything that's wrong with this video because it's not what I want. If I had my way, I would have my craft table out here in the kitchen by this window where it's nice and bright.
Oh,
and
nice.
I know, right? And I'm trying desperately to figure out how to manage that and pull that off. But if you could see what I'm looking at right now. Do you see this right here in the corner? That's my microwave sitting on my chest freezer. The microwave is usually on this table that we're using for the computer and for the lives. The table is usually back here against this wall behind me with the microwave sitting over here.
That'd be nice. She said when you move to Florida, have a room to record in, like a sunroom or something.
Okay, so we'll touch on that in a second. So anyway, and then we were getting ready to paint the living room.
Yeah, we were.
I'm not even going to talk about that on camera right now because I'm so not happy.
Florida. Talk about Florida.
So anyway, all of the kids' toys that were in the living room is now piled in front of this chest freezer over here in front of this window. And there's a cabinet that hubby cleaned out that I keep saying I want to sell.
That's actually really nice.
But then I look at it and I'm like, but I could use it for craft stuff.
Yeah, you could. Like, I'd keep it. I wouldn't get rid of that, Michelle.
So I don't know. And then, yeah, it's a mess. All right, so the Florida. When we moved to Florida, and this is, I'm going to give away info without getting too detailed.
Ooh.
We are not high income people. We are just the opposite. We are extremely low income people. We are probably going to have to go into low income housing for a time, although I am trying to look into getting us a VA loan to buy a small house. The houses that I'm looking at that we can afford, let's just say they would not be livable ready when we moved in. I have found 2 that I think we could possibly live in half of it while fixing the other half. It's not going to be an easy situation to figure out. If we have to go into low income housing, 99.9% of the time, they do not put a couple in a 2-bedroom house or apartment or wherever. Because they need the 2 bedrooms for families, people with kids. We don't have that, so they wouldn't give it to us. So anyway, the houses that I'm looking at are all 3 bedrooms. There's a reason for
this. So then you
this.
can have a guest room.
Well, it would be a guest/craft room for me.
Right.
Richard would have his craft room. And then, of course, our bedroom. But the one house that I found that I really, really like, it's actually a 4-bedroom, and it has a sunroom, and it butts up against a national forest, which, hello, my husband would be in hog heaven. And we're only like...
Then you could have like your own guest room and your own craft room.
Yes. And then we're only like 400 yards from a lake. So it would be like hubby's perfect, scenario. We're not too far from town, so he'd be able to do the dojo thing. We would have the forest stuff so he could do his bushcraft.
And not too far from
civilization. The worst downside about this house is I would have to buy probably $600 worth of paint, and that's just to start. That's not even counting the floors. There's no flooring in it. There's subfloor, there's plywood, but there's no floors. I would have to go buy all flooring.
We could live that way.
Which I would just buy a linoleum and just freaking roll out linoleum throughout the whole house. I'm not a big carpet fan.
I don't like carpet either.
I don't like carpet. I'd rather have my linoleum and just mop all the time.
My 4-bedroom sounds nice, though.
Yeah, I agree. So anyway, but I don't know if by the time we get everything situated, that house would even still be available. But it's like, what's the matter?
I think somebody just knocked on the door.
Whoa.
Back off. Back off.
Uh-oh.
Sit.
Uh-oh.
Sit.
V's not listening. There's somebody at our door for sure. Oh. I don't know who's at the door.
No, I'm curious.
But anyway,
I'll be back.
I don't know if that one would even still be available. I liked it. I mean, the kitchen was very dated. And, that's something else. It didn't have any appliances.
Oh, it's one of those sales people, I think.
They used to have a no soliciting sign at the front of the trailer court, and the last owner took it down. I keep meaning to talk to our new owners about putting one back up.
He had a clipboard in his hand and was wanting to write stuff down.
So anyway.
Sorry, I'm nosy.
No, that's fine. We wouldn't have, I'm sorry. I'm trying to listen. Richard had the door open and I was trying to hear what's going on. Okay. I think we're going to end this, guys. Oh, maybe not. All good?
There's some guy trying to sell us a different gas company.
We don't have gas.
Yeah.
We're all electric.
I don't know.
We don't have gas.
Yeah. Whatever.
Jade, we're not all electric. We still have a gas car. Smart
She said I'm nosy too.
Yeah, some guy was trying to just change gas companies, which our trailer doesn't have gas. It's all electric. Okay, so as I was trying to say, it didn't have appliances either, so we'd have to either do like a rent-a-center rent appliances.
Oh no.
Or figure out where to buy some appliances.
I can't stand those rent-a-center places.
I don't have money to buy appliances. We own our appliances here, but Jaden's keeping this trailer. You know, I'm not moving appliances. When we move down, we're filling the van, and I'm hopefully getting a family member with a truck and a trailer to follow us. And that's all we're taking. I don't even think we'll need a trailer, just another truck, because we're really not taking much with us. So
I would like to get down to 3 totes.
Oh, nosy too. I know you keep saying 3 totes.
3 or 4 totes.
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
And
How many I can when you get there?
Walk.
I don't know. How are you?
I don't know. How are you getting there?
This is one of those details we'll have to figure out.
Because our car is not gonna make it down there.
No. Okay.
Anyway, that's the kind of stuff we're trying to figure out. So maybe if we rent a truck, like a little, and see, that's another thing. Okay. So the other day we saw, you know, those great big vans. It's like a big panel van that they use for like utility workers and stuff. We saw one of those here in the trailer court. It said U-Haul on the side of it. So I'm thinking, hey, renting one of those and driving that and our van would be like perfect for our stuff.
I know exactly what you're talking about. They do.
Yeah.
Vans.
So I went online and tried to look it up, see how much it would be. It says it's not available in our area. I'm like, I just saw one. So I went down to Indy. I'm like, okay, so I'll just rent it from Indy. Right? We'll have to go down early that morning and get it and come home. It still said not available in our area. So I'm probably going to have to call U-Haul and be like, yo, how do I get one of those vans?
Or if not a van, one of those things that'll.
Angie said you could fly.
You could fly.
That's expensive. We ain't got that kind of money.
She said you could do a round trip sometimes for $100.
Yeah, only if you don't fly Southwest. And I don't trust anybody that's Southwest, to be honest with you. Boy, I've watched too many videos where people fly. JetBlue is scary. No, it's not that. It's the service is horrible.
Yeah, I don't.
Horrible service. So anyway, that is an idea though, Angie. Thank you. So anyway, what I was trying to say is if we rent one of those trucks or vans from U-Haul, Richard and Michael could ride in our van or that truck, and you and I could ride in the other vehicle.
Oh no, me and you get the fun van.
I don't
The
care.
fun van?
Oh yeah.
Which one's
Because
the fun
it'll have
van?
air conditioning and.
No, because she knows you drive without AC.
Yeah, I don't use AC. I have natural AC. It's called
Plus
rolling
it's
your
tinier
windows
in
down.
that part, so all the air would speed.
I love when you think of the extras. Yes. This is why I love this girl. Oh my god. She's my sister.
She always flew.
Never had
Southwest.
issues.
I don't know. I only flied once, so.
Only flied once or only flew once?
Flew once.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah, my parents went on Delta one time coming home from Arizona. I called Delta once they got home and had words with Delta. It was horrible the way they treated my dad.
They
They
don't
were
care.
really.
They were
Southwest
horrible.
was really, really good with him.
Yes, Southwest is amazing. Southwest, I love.
They didn't. Me and Michael didn't know because when we went to Florida, like we were heading to Florida, we didn't know that we were allowed to get drinks or anything, and they asked us, and we told them no because we thought it was off.
Oh no!
And then whenever we came back, your mom made sure she told us
Aw,
get something to
sorry.
drink because we didn't know.
Yeah, the little cup, no, the alcoholic beverages they make you pay for.
Right, but we
But they
didn't
announce
know.
all that when you're getting ready to take off and stuff. That's one of the
Okay,
announcements
but
of
you
this-
gotta think. My anxiety brain wasn't listening. I didn't want to listen to the part where they say, "Oh, you could crash." Oh no, I don't want to hear that.
Oh, I've heard that before. Allegiant is horrible. JetBlue is horrible. Well, there's another one that's Spirit. I think isn't it's yellow? Got like yellow planes with the black lettering. I think it's called Spirit. When I see people getting on these planes in these videos, I'm having panic attacks for them. I'm like, y'all are brave because
I used to fly with the Air Force, so it didn't matter to me.
I think I did pretty good though for my first time flying. I remember on the way back, your mom's like, "Oh, down."
I know, Mom was cracking me.
As far as comfortable seats go, I'm used to sitting in a C-130 or a C-141, so.
It wasn't like it was that long of a flight anyway.
2.5 hours.
It felt like nothing.
Yeah.
Especially because it was something new.
Early morning flights are beautiful. If you sit on the left side of the plane, you see that sunrise. Oh,
I wish I
watch
still
that
had an
video.
iPhone.
I have that video posted.
I just watched it the other day.
I did too. On our South.
I was like, oh my god, I missed it.
Our March 2018 trip to Disney. I have an excellent video of our trip down there. I love that video.
And if you go to my Instagram, it's a little bit further down, but the pictures that I got from my iPhone are just, they're beautiful.
Well, at least the service wasn't bad. I've heard people, they're getting there an hour and a half early and they've already given away their seats. Dude, am I supposed to get here yesterday to save my seat today? Like, what the heck?
Flying to Tampa.
Flying to Tampa. When I moved to Florida the first time, I actually flew down. And we landed in St. Pete, which I find hilarious now because that's actually the airport he worked at.
I worked at that airport, yeah.
And the timing is just that. Guys, there are so many times in our lives when we were this close to meeting. It's crazy. Awesome what? I can't read it from here.
American Airlines and Southwest are great.
I don't care for American either. They were bad to my parents once too. It was horrible. Anyway, so how many times did we come this close to actually what do they call that? It was less than 6 degrees of separation. We're talking like half a degree of separation.
Her and I had so many instances we could have and probably should have ran into each other our whole lives, but we never did.
So there's the St. Pete thing. He worked at that airport. And he probably moved home about 3 months before or 6 months before I moved down. So there was that potential meeting. He used to play D&D with a guy that I went to church with all the time. A guy that, by the way, kept telling him I was his girlfriend.
He used to talk about his girlfriend from church named Michelle.
I was the only Michelle at that church, FYI. So.
It was you. It was you.
No.
Her dad used to hang out with
your cousin.
With my cousin.
Would Angie know him? Is that the right side?
No.
Okay. Okay. I can't keep the side straight, Angie. Sorry.
My it'd be on my dad's on my mom's side.
Angie. My dad's handicapped, and I'm telling you, some of these airlines, they act like it's my daddy's fault that he got polio. Like it's crazy.
I think the best part of the whole trip was when we got to ride the don't tell me. I know it.
The best part of the whole trip was when we got to ride the
one ride in Epcot.
The vroom ride?
Yeah.
Let me know when you want us to say it.
Yeah, I can't.
Test track.
Yeah.
You're getting ready to call it Speedway, weren't you?
I was getting ready to call it Speed Track.
That one was my favorite, and we got to do it twice in a row, not just one.
Because 3 of us came in wheelchairs. They let us go through twice. We didn't have to get out. We had to unbuckle and rebuckle our seatbelts.
It was awesome.
It was great. Right?
I was laughing the whole time.
Michael got mad. It was hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
So Jalinda and I were trying to be proactive for Michael because Michael hates
and me
roller coasters and dips and stuff like that. But Michael's worse than you.
Yes.
And so the Test Track ride, she and I watched how many point of view videos of Test Track?
A lot.
That's
why I was so excited about that ride because I knew it wasn't going to scare me.
We're like, there's no drops. Okay, so there's a drop. It's not a big drop. Like you go, and then you're done.
We never seen that part.
It never came through on any of the videos.
But that is the very first part. And I don't know if that was because we were handicapped and going into the ride.
I don't think so because it just came. Because when we finish the ride, you don't go back up.
True. Okay.
And when we can't, where they put us to get us in the car, it's just like a side ramp.
Right, I see
Like
what
a
you're saying.
side
So that
track.
wouldn't have made a difference.
No, we still had to go back onto the main track to get onto the right.
I don't know.
But now, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, I lied through my teeth to that kid. There's no big drops, which really there's not a big drop. To me, that was not a big drop.
I don't like roller coasters. They make me nauseous.
He
I
almost threw
can't
up.
stand roller coasters.
He said
But
the only reason why
I like
didn't was 'cause I was
the
there.
Seven Dwarfs Mine
That's one of
Train.
Richard's
I liked
favorites
it.
now.
But we were going and it did the drop,
So-
and all you hear is
You
lied.
lied! So wait a minute. Let's back up. First day there, we're at Magic Kingdom. We go on Seven Dwarfs. And I tell
But-
him it's not an extreme coaster. I did say Seven Dwarfs is not an extreme coaster.
But-
and
That's the
it's
truth.
not.
Back
No,
it up
it's not.
before that, because right before we went on the coaster, we had a pretzel and he downed it.
Yeah, he ate that pretzel way too fast.
Like all his food. He doesn't know how to like.
He inhales food. He gets it from him.
And I tell
don't.
him-
I'm a slow eater.
And if he keeps doing it, he's gonna make himself sick. He like
So we get
before
on
you
this,
know it was gone.
So we get on this ride.
Before, and he was like, "Oh, my tummy hurts." We're like, "You'll be fine."
Pretzel with cheese sauce, by the way, right?
Yeah.
You guys had cheese sauce.
Yeah.
So we get on this ride, and I keep telling him it's not an extreme coaster, and it's not.
No, it's not.
Seven Dwarfs is very mild. Angelina, you'll love Disney. And so we're on this coaster, and it does its first like major drop of that ride, and I hear Michael go, "Bleh," and I'm like, "Oh my god!" And then we bank into this curve, and I hear, "Bleh." I'm like, "I'm sorry, Michael, I'm sorry."
But the whole time he was like, I've rode that ride before, and it was freaking me out.
How could you have rode that ride before? You weren't there when it was open the first time, not Seven Dwarfs. The first time you were at Disney was long before that one was even built.
So then what one was it that I rode?
It was probably Big Thunder or Splash Mountain. Or not Splash, Big Thunder or Mount Everest.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I rode something like that one,
Probably
and
Big Thunder.
and I knew it wasn't gonna scare me when I got on it. He scared me, and I didn't want to get back on it.
So
I didn't
anyway,
like it.
it was hilarious. And that's also, if you guys watch those videos from 2018, I think it's the second video you can see in the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train clip. Michael's face is, I can't even do that, I'm laughing too hard. Michael's face is like this, because he's literally trying not to puke on me. And I'm like, because I know I can hear him behind me.
See, I never heard him, but it was probably because I was next to him.
Oh, geez.
But I know he was making like.
I just kept thinking, number one, if he does puke, please let him manage to get it like outside the car, or God forbid the people behind him, just not on me.
I know, and he said he had throw up in his mouth, and the only reason why he didn't was because I was there. He said if I wasn't next to him, he probably would have.
Oh, it was hilarious. I'm telling you. So then when we were at test track and it did that little drop, which I swear it's like a 7-foot drop down, and it's not even like straight drop. It's just like this little, you go down. You lied. I'm like, we didn't know. I'm sorry. And then you got my dad. So there's a part of test track, and when you watch the videos, you can see it because Richard does a great POV of this ride. You can see there's a semi. It looks like it's coming straight at you, and where my dad is sitting, it literally is in his face. We get off of it, and Mom's like, "What'd you think of that semi?" My dad goes, "What semi?"
He didn't even notice it.
Twice. We went through twice, and he never noticed. I'm like, "That's why you're not allowed to drive anymore, old man. You would kill somebody."
It comes right up on you with this big laugh.
Big headlights, big. I mean, it's a dark area that you're in. It's all blacked out, and this semi is outlined in white lights with big headlights coming. And then, yeah, honks. I'm just like, "Argh! What semi? My lantern? Are you kidding me, old man?" That scared me more than anything else. My dad looks in my hair. Oh, that'll be fun.
I had fun on that ride, but I wouldn't let go of the handles.
You know, I don't
You
blame
remember
you.
that? Because I was next to you like this, and I was like, don't. My hand is on that handle. And then I had to move Michael, like, get off the handle. Those are mine. Don't touch the handles.
I think it's cool that you're doing it at Disneyland. I actually want to go to Disneyland. I have this big thing about I hate Disneyland for years. But I've been watching so many videos lately that
I don't think it looks cool as Disney World though.
oh, I agree. But I still think it'd be cool to number one go back where Walt walked. Please, Lord, let me have that happen.
See, I'm trying to talk to Mike because
Whoa, easy, guys.
Sorry, I was excited. I want to do Christmas at the zoo.
That'll be fun, Angelina.
Christmas at the zoo.
The zoo
because you get to meet
I mean, not hilarious, but fun.
You get to meet Mr. and Mrs. Claus and because the last time we went, we got to decorate like gingerbread.
Now, Angie, they trick or treated that too, right? If I remember right. You
Let me readjust this.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My whole hip moved.
I gotta sit up. My back is really starting to hurt.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. That'll be fun.
I want to trick or treat, but I'm 20. And they don't like 20 years olds trick or treating.
No, they don't.
Adulting sucks. Okay, guys. So Disneyland. I think you're gonna have fun, and I've heard that the Boo to You out there is better than the one at Disney World. So that's cool.
I've heard good things about the Fort Wayne Zoo, and
it's
free out there.
What time are you supposed to be there?
He wants to leave at 45 after.
Okay, well, we got 15.
Yeah, we went to the zoo with Dad a couple times up there in Fort Wayne when he lived there. It's really cool.
Right,
zoo.
Angelina. Right. She's excited to sit out on her porch this year, though. Maybe hand out candy. Have you ever talked to them about that?
No, I forgot to. I'm going to post on Facebook of where I live, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have bomb candy come trick or treat at my house.
You guys need to have that light replaced too, so that because you're supposed to turn on a light.
Yeah.
Okay, Angelina, you might know this. I think I saw somewhere where it said if you're handing out candy, you're supposed to have a yellow light.
A yellow light?
Did anybody hear about this? Let me know if I'm completely off.
Turn
my
your light on, and who
okay,
cares?
stop hitting the table.
It's never been that big of a deal before. Just turn on the
Angie
light.
said she'll bring her kids.
Okay.
Excuse me. Ooh, that was kind of gross. Ooh, it made my ears pop though.
Michael doesn't go trick or treating, but
Michael didn't like trick or treating.
me and him agreed that it would be fun to see all the kids dressed up and stuff, and hand them candy. I know he's weird. He's an old man.
Michael was born an old man and just grew bigger. I'm telling you.
It annoys me.
Yeah, Julinda gets frustrated with him. Right. Just having the light on means that you're giving out candy.
She said blue light says peanut friendly.
That means if they're allergic.
Because everybody's got.
You know, back when I was a kid,
I never heard of that either.
I heard that.
Everybody just went trick or treating door to door and stayed out all night until
Did you guys hear that they're trying to make the last Saturday in October Halloween?
I agree with this.
I agree with it because so many kids, they've got school the next day. Half the time Halloween falls in the middle of the freaking week.
Toy Story.
That'd be cool. So cute.
I think that's going to be awesome. Let me know if you need help making your costumes.
What's everybody going to be?
I already know what I'm going to be. I already have my costume picked out.
Are you just straight up buying the costumes, Angelina, or are you and Mark trying to make them so that you don't have to buy those expensive costumes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to be actually, I can show you a picture of it because I screenshotted what I'm getting.
She screenshotted what she's getting. What's that say?
Ella's going to be Alien, Bentley's going to be Buzz, and Logan's going to be Woody.
Aww. So who's going to be Jesse and who's going to be Bo Peep?
That's awesome because Buzz is my favorite.
Do your Buzz.
No.
You're no fun. Fun sucker. That's his name.
Well, you guys have fun. Probably buy him. She's lazy.
I don't blame you, especially with your schedule and 3 little ones at home.
She's gonna be Jesse or Boo.
Boo.
Goes Bo Peep.
And you and you and you. Happy Halloween.
Bo Peep. Now wait, wasn't the last Toy Story actually had Boo from Monster Inc. in it?
Would you please get off me?
Was that the one? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was.
Toy Story 4 has Boo from
Boo to you and
Monster
you
Inc. in it. She's at the preschool.
This is what I'm planning to be. I don't know if I'll actually go with this, but this is what I'm wanting to do for as of now.
Oh, the poodle skirt?
Mm-hmm. I like it a lot.
Like it a lot.
Well, you guys have fun.
Guys,
I'm headed
get
to
off
the
here.
okay. I'm headed to the dojo.
Thank you guys so much for coming by and hanging out and chit-chatting with us and playing the Dollar Tree Guess It game. That was so fun. I really appreciate you guys joining in on that. Couldn't have done it without you, that's for sure. Hubby, thank you. Mwah. Miss Lulu, thank you. Mwah. And to all of you, mwah. Love you. Bye.